Hey guys, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I mean an amazing day. Hello to all of my LOP family out there. Thank you for coming back and joining us. Today we're going to be working on the pergola. Well, we've been working on it for a while now, but today we're going to be working on the pergola, tearing it down. Not for you, but come. It's not for you, Brody. This is not a treat. This is not a treat. This is not a treat. It's not a treat, Brody. It's not a treat. It's not a treat. This is a microphone. It's not a treat. It's not a treat. It's not a treat. I'm trying to tell you it's not a treat. So you guys didn't know it, but what we've been doing is we have been working on tearing down the whole pergola. We're going to tear down the whole pergola. We're not sure if we're going to keep the fireplace up yet, but we'll wait till our realtor comes by. What is it? Yeah, she'll be coming by soon. And once she comes by, we're going to figure out what we're going to do with everything else. But we know the wood needs to come down. So do you remember? And get over here. There we go. Ooh, got a little too much sunlight. There we go. Let's see. Okay, maybe I should do it like this. Okay. So, do you remember, guys, when we shared with you that in the first video it was how we had did the pergola over a decade ago? But what we didn't know when we built the pergola was that we didn't know that you should put those like weather strips or something on the wood to help protect the wood. We didn't know anything about that. In every YouTube video we watched, nobody mentioned it. It's like it wasn't a thing back then. However, what I want to do is I'm going to show you some pictures of the pergola when we first finished it. Enjoy. See how everything is so beautiful, from the fireplace to the sitting area to the dining area. It was just so beautiful. We had the fireplace lit. It was a lot of hard work that we put into it. And this is what it looks like. Here is why you should put those weather strips on it. I'm going to show you what happens. It's been over a decade, but I'm going to show you what happens when you don't. Let me take you over here. So, after much wear and tear and a lot of weather, this is what the pergola looks like now. This is what it looks like. We've already taken the top off, the tin off, and we've taken the cloth that we had up there off. That is all down. That's gone. However, the table is gone. Yeah. A lot of stuff is gone. Our son is helping us today, and we really appreciate it. But with moving stuff around, man, we just have stuff everywhere right now. We just have been cleaning up from underneath there. You couldn't even see up underneath there because this whole area right here was closed off, and we ended up putting we had curtains going all the way across, and we kept this kind of as a storage area. But we've been clearing stuff out because you couldn't even see the ground. we've been finding baby snakes over there. So that's why you see that turned upside down. That's been emptied, and we're just bringing everything up off the ground right now and just going through it. Everything. I mean, it was full over there. So we're tearing that down. But let me show you why. You see this right here? I don't know if you guys can see, but this curved out. This curved out, and then it went back in. All of this section right here, we basically could pull it up with our hands because it was that dry rot, and it just holds rain. Right here, things like this, you see that? Look at that. Well, never mind. I can pull that out with my hand. See that? And it's dripping wet. I'm not dripping, but it's heavy wet. So what we're doing is, and look at this right here. I don't even know what we could have done better to prevent that, but look at the wood. I hope you guys can see this, but it's just, see that? We were just able to pull stuff up with our hand. Look at that. That's just falling apart. So if any of you out there are building anything new and you're considering, hey, I'm not going to use that protection, and you might want to reconsider. So all this is getting cleared out. We have old furniture over there that it needs to just be cleared out. We've just been moving things around. And like I said, we don't know what we're going to do with the fireplace. So we'll see what our realtor says, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we'll go from there. But all this needs to come. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm surprised that this, because we had it so close to the ground with nothing protecting it. And this actually, some of this wood over here, this wood is way stronger. I mean, like, it's fascinating, but it's way stronger. So we're probably going to replace it with grass or something over here. We don't know. We're not sure right now. But right now, what we're going to do is get to taking some of these screws out. All right, let's go take a look at the wood over here. How's it looking? Oh, wow, that's not bad though. For no weather stripping, that is not bad. But you know what though? It just dawned on me. This was covered from the top of the pergola. The top of the pergola was covered. Yeah, I would still absolutely put the weather protector on it. I absolutely would. Yeah, I absolutely would. Yeah, I absolutely would. All right, let me get to clearing some of this off for my son. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan. He can't hear me. Probably got his music playing. Well, I don't want to bother him. Let me let him work. Guys, we had a terrible storm come through here yesterday. I mean, wind, rain, the rain beat on the house. It was bad. It was really bad. It was a lot of flooding. It was really, really bad. I'm sorry, not yesterday, day before yesterday. It came through and it was just really, really bad. And it stayed with us. I think it started the night before at 9 or 10, and it went through the whole following day. And so this is our first time getting back here to even deal with what's going on. But it's not bad at all, considering we were already clearing that stuff out and stuff. You know, just a few things got blown over and stuff like that. And we really get some high winds up on the deck. And stuff is everywhere up there too, but it's not that bad. Nothing that can't be fixed. Brody, get from out of my bed. Thank you. That is not for dogs. That's for food. I don't know if you guys can see me, but these right here, I think they're probably in our first picture, but every year we would put palm trees in here because we're too far up north to keep palm trees. But man, do they look beautiful. Put them here and then in this small one right here. And Brody loves going in here. And we don't mind him because he had been for a couple of months, would always go over in the wood. We had wood stacked up in there, and he would go over there and he would just be digging and digging and digging, and I would say, "Get out of there, Brody." And I'd look and I didn't see anything. And every time he would come outside, he would come over there and start digging and you know, clawing at the wood, and the wood would come out, and I'd just be, "Get out of the wood, stop messing with wood." And so to my surprise, one day him and I were out here looking at some baby doves, because you can call our backyard Noah's Ark. We have all kinds: cats, dogs, turtles, we've even had mice. We've had, you know, all kinds of snakes and doves and pigeons and what are little teeny, whatever, sparrows. We pretty much, we've had every kind of animal end up in our backyard. And before we even had a fence, actually when we did have a fence, one dog, when Will was out cutting the back behind the fence, it was a poodle, one of those tall poodles, just came running through, just as cute as she wanted to be. Brody didn't like her, but just as cute as she wanted to be. But anywho, so to my surprise, we were over here filming the little baby doves as they were trying to learn how to fly to get out the yard. And so on our way going back, I turn around to tell Brody to come in here, and I see this long black thing drop from the mantle. And I mean, he was probably, I don't know if you guys can see, but he was probably that big around in thickness. He looked like he was about 6 feet or more long, and he was hissing at Brody, and I told Brody to get out. It was a black snake, but at the time I didn't know that you didn't have to worry about black snakes, but this is where he had been living. And we didn't see him after that because he left. Brody invaded his space. But yeah, for months, Brody had been trying to tell us there was a snake growing in there. So we periodically keep an eye on that, especially when we put wood in there. I do not know At one point in time, I was gonna try to restore these. I don't know if I can. This is, look, they're just peeling away. So I don't know. The frame of it is amazing. I mean, it just is. The frame of it is amazing. It's just very sturdy. I mean, very sturdy. We could always get new cushions. So I don't know. But if I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, we're gonna sit this to the side. My husband might just say, hey, we're just gonna buy some new ones when we get to where we're going, and I'm gonna be okay with that. So like I'm getting ready to jump rope. This right here is tubing for my water system. I'm probably gonna have to cut it there, but this is tubing for my water system. I do not want to throw this away. Even though it's bent right there, I'll just cut that. But just want to hold on to this just in case I need more tubing for when spring sets back in. Although, although I'm hoping to be on my own land using this tubing on my own, using my own land by that time, using this tubing on my own land by that time. So let me go inside and get something to tie this up with. I'm sure you hunters out there know what this is for. And even if you don't hunt, and maybe you just do a little target practicing. You know what? This needs to go back underneath there. This needs to stay outside. Thanks for helping me, son. This is supposed to be like a little greenhouse for me, so I can do my seeds and everything. We were about to throw this away, and I said I was gonna try it as a what do you call it? Like a little greenhouse, like a small greenhouse. But I don't know. It looks like I abandoned the project. Yeah, it looks like I abandoned. I probably will keep the plastic and. Yeah, because it's super hollow, super light. I didn't even need to put it on wheels because it's so light. Excuse me, Brody. You're gonna put this near the front. So this could be hauled off to the dump. Yep. Put this to the front so it can be hauled off to the dump. Brody, you wanna help mommy? You wanna help mommy? Huh? How about this? You make sure the path is cleared. Make sure the path is cleared. have no idea why this is back there. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I was working on the project or my husband, and I don't know. Oh my goodness. There's stuff all over here. Okay. The only thing supposed to be back here is the ladder. I can see what's happening, guys, as he gets the wood up. Yeah, it was not a good idea for us to lay those flat. I don't know what, it was so long ago, I have no idea. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So you see how this wood right here was just, I mean, we could pull this off. You saw me earlier. I was able to pull that off with just my hand. But then you get right here, and it, it's looking pretty good. I mean, pretty good. But as you keep paying attention, the wood is gonna start getting darker and darker and darker. All this wood was treated, but we just didn't have those. But when you get here, what I'm thinking is that when we had the covering up here, it protected it down here until you get to the outer part where the rain could come in. And then when the rain came in, it's getting the outer parts. See, it's getting the outer parts. Yeah, it's getting the outer parts there. And this was, This was inward. So that's why the wood gets better and better on the inner parts, and then worse on the outer parts. Yeah, I kind of wish, I really thought I had filmed this part right here when we were pulling it up, but we didn't. So what we're just doing is fall, and well, shoot, it's winter now, right? Yeah, it's winter now. We're just gonna come out here little by little during the winter. When we get days like this is Georgia weather. It feels like a nice summer sunny day, but as the sun goes down, it's getting colder, and yeah, it's gonna feel like a winter night. But today, that's just how Georgia is. That's just how Georgia is. Okay, the sun is going down on us, so we may have to call this one. But we got a few pieces up, and we just wanted to bring you along with us. So we didn't get much done today like we thought we were going to get done today. I had an appointment today, and so we weren't able to get out of here until late afternoon. But as you can see, we did get that up. We did clean up from the storm that came through, so everything's clear from there. And right over here, we just need to put the what is that thing called? The cooler. We just need to put the cooler back over there. But at least we cleaned up from the storm. Maybe do a little sweeping right there, get that debris up. But pretty much we got everything cleared out. Hope you guys can see it all. We got everything cleared out and back to where it's supposed to be over here. But trust me, we have more. You haven't seen the rest of the yard. We have more to straighten up. But at least we got done what we got done today. So if we don't come back to this, and then poof, one day it's like all cleared out, it's probably just because I forgot to film it, and I apologize. If I do in advance, I apologize. But this is what we'll be working on slowly over the winter, and I'll try to film some clips. Now, we're probably going to leave the post up because we're thinking about putting the 2 solar panels we bought up here. Yeah. We can't put them on the house because of the HOA. You can't have solar panels on the house. So we're either going to put it on the ground, which probably is not conducive because as soon as a little shade hits solar panels, it reduces what the intake, sometimes drastically. So we might end up putting them up there. Yay, we might end up putting them up there. So guys, thank you so much for joining us. Sorry Will couldn't be out here today. with us, but he's working on something else right now, and I'll leave that up to him if he's going to let anybody know what he's working on. But he's working on something else right now. And just thank you so much for joining us. I'm so grateful to my son Jonathan. Thank you so much for helping your mom today. I know you had other things to do, but you took a few hours out of your day to come and help me clean up the backyard, or half of the backyard, or a portion of the backyard, and then to pull some of that wood up. So you two family, you go out there, have an amazing day, and we will see you soon.
Much later.
As you guys can see, it's many days later, but we're coming along.